Yo, what's happening, guys? It's good. Just type a one if you can hear me loud and clear, right? Just um, just type a one in the comments if you can hear me loud and clear. I was supposed to go live yesterday, man. I just couldn't. Something came up and we just couldn't go live. But type a one if you guys can hear me. Um, and let's catch a good conversation, right? Just as always. Just as always. Just trying to send this link to our other groups here. All right, you guys can hear me? Everything's good? Okay, perfect. It's a beautiful week, right? Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday. This is gold so far. Yeah, this is gold so far. Monday and part of Tuesday, right? I was waiting for price to break. Asian sessions close and open in London, and this is what's happening right now. A part of me was like, hey man, you know what? You can just like get in, you can just like get in like maybe even like right here and just like put your stop like above London Station's high and then like maybe aim for like a 1-2 whatever. But I realized it's like a 1-1 if I do that. So I didn't want to take it because like my risk reward ratio still also matters because then I just want to push it to here for the benefit of it, right? Of course, if I did, maybe it's going to be like something like that. But I don't know if we could play out to something like that. But I do think that there's volume, and I do think that this is a huge possibility of happening. But there's just so much going on, man. A lot of stuff going on in gold. Lots of ranging markets. Yeah, most of yesterday was ranging. You're kind of like buying high, buying lows and like selling highs, right? So I think the best entry here was maybe like somewhere around these areas. But I wouldn't trade there personally because then it's not like sensation, it's like off station. So anyway, let's see what happens. But I do think that this is a huge possibility for gold, to be honest with you. What pair is this? I'm watching this in class, so it's on mute. You need to get out of here, my man. Get out of here. Why are you muting if you're watching? But look, this pair is gold. I don't even know if you can hear anyway, but like this is gold. Yeah, seeing it playing out. Now I don't have any trades. I didn't take it. Maybe I'm being I didn't take the trade. So I'm just trading this account today. Hopefully if I catch a trade. This is my challenge account. All right. So yeah, just didn't take the trade. Someone says loud and clear. Beautiful, guys. Awesome. What else are you guys trading this morning though? What are you guys trading this morning? Let me know. What else are you guys trading this morning? Yeah. You said the London session starts around 8 and it ends around 11. What time does New York start? New York starts every day around 2 p.m. You can see 2 p.m. Then it ends every day around 16, which is like 4 p.m. All right. Yeah, 4 p.m. But there is what we call post-session hours, right? Yeah, where we can say that one session overlaps into the other. So like currently, we still have a bit of Asian going on. Just that the volumes are not at peak, all right? But what we have with high volume right now is London, because London just started right now. All right, so there's like one session overlapping into the other one, kind of like a continuation of the next session. I mean, of the previous session, while the other session starts. So it's like what I hope you understand what I mean by saying that anyway. But that's what happens most of the time. Yeah. Do you guys think I should have taken this trade? Do you guys think I should have taken this trade? Do you guys think I should have taken this trade though? So you guys in sells on gold. I'm one hell of a patient guy, but like if I'm not so sure about a trade, I won't take it. This is my kind of setups. Yes, my kind of setups where Asian sessions high, all right? Price opens for London within previous sessions trading range, and then retest its close. You know, obviously, you know, it's below it. I probably would take it. And I probably would only take it to like its low, maybe like the low of Asian, which is somewhere here. All right. And this is like where I would take the trade too. But like I'm just here thinking, man, like there's a lot of ranging markets. And for a reason I'm just thinking, hey, maybe the best entry should have been higher. You know, if we're entering here, what if prices, you know, goes back up? You know, especially with what it's been doing on the left side. And that's a possibility also. So I'm just playing it safe, kinda, I think. You know, but on a regular day, I'll take this trade. To be honest, I'll take this trade. On a regular day, I'll take it. Am I late? Miss your analysis? No, you're not. I was looking at synthetics, but switched to gold after seeing your setup. Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely a good trade. I think so too. I have a few of my friends who took the same trade, but I don't know. Just let's see. Maybe not. We'll see what happens on stream. Maybe we'll take it. Maybe not. Do you still take the train from the daily time frame? Yes, always. If I don't look at it, doesn't mean it's not one of my time frames that I do look at. Yeah. Now I don't do so much of top down analysis, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really do so much of that lately. I just don't. Yeah, it's back at the entry. Crazy temptations right there, but it's back at the entry. You know what's happening here? What's actually happening is this kind of structure, right? So we have markets pulling down and then they start ranging and like, doing stuff like that. And we're here. And if we're here, there's a high chance that maybe price could be in. Okay, let me just put this as it is, right? So there's a high chance that price is doing this. Okay, this is the range currently. All right, so let's stretch this maybe to here, kind of like the way this is here. All right, so this is what's happening here, right? Normally, this kind of structure, markets do break downside here, right? They break downside. I don't know what you guys call this stuff. I don't know if it's a flag or whatever you call it, right? But markets do break downside here. When they do that, they probably achieve the same distance, right? The same distance from here to here, this here to here. They achieve it from here all the way to the downside, right? Most cases, right? This is the kind of structure that's happening right now, right? But the beauty is always to try and sell on these highs, right? These highs, yeah. And then kind of like trying to buy on the lows, right? So currently we are trading midpoint, like midpoint of the range. If you check, right? So we currently like, let's say we passed there, okay? We should have sold somewhere here maybe, but now we're trading around the midpoint. This is a midpoint here, all right? That's where we are. So yeah, let's see. I didn't take the trade. No, I haven't taken any trade this week. Imagine. Doesn't make me a bad trader, actually. Just patient and just waiting for a good setup that I think I'll look for. Yesterday was filthy. Yeah, you guys saw that. Yesterday was very filthy. Someone says, so won't you take the trade right now? Nah. What's the best time frame to take an entry? Any time frame below 1 hour is good. So that means you can do 1 hour, you can do 30 minutes, you can do 15, you can do 3 minutes, you can do 2 minutes, you can do 5 minutes, you can do 7 minutes. Any time frame below 1 hour is good. It just comes down to what kind of trader you are. All right? Yeah. Just comes down to that. What kind of a trader are you? Yeah, I highly doubt that price would want to come above Asian sessions close. But let's see. This candle closes on in about 8 minutes. Let's see how it closes. Let's see how it closes. Let's just see how it closes. Yeah. Let's see how it closes. Do you guys hear of the bombing of the airport in Dubai that happened? Was it yesterday or was it today? Some crazy stuff. That's not a bombing, actually. I think it's a drone of some sort. It's not even a bombing, I think. Some drone sent to the airport and it hits like a fuel tank, I think. Yeah, I think it hits like a Dubai airport. Stuff is on YouTube, I think. Yeah, this stuff here. A lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. I'm concerned with every influencer that keeps saying Dubai is a very safe place. Yeah, cool stuff. Look at the cars. Look at the cars that are very close to where this whole fire is. Look at these cars. Oh, it's not about the cars, but look at these cars. Okay, but this is what happened. I'm just a little bit concerned for everybody who's down here. No, it's actually up there because we are down here, and they keep saying this place is the safest place on the planet. I'm still a little bit concerned, especially with stuff like this that I don't think is coming to an end anytime soon, to be honest with you. And you know what this does to the financial markets? It just makes oil even more expensive of a commodity, right? There's no safe play for gold currently. Oh man, this thing's going down. There's no safe play for gold currently, like a safe haven. I'm not seeing that at least. But there's oil becoming very expensive. I think it hit like $100. Yeah, Mr. Nash, you missed that trade. Yeah. I saw it. I missed the trade. What should I do? Should I start crying? Should I start forcing trades here? You see, one thing about me and how I trade is very systematic, right? I kind of feel like there's also an urge to it, all right? If the urge is not met at any spot, I don't trade. Yeah, I can go even weeks sometimes and days sometimes. I just won't take a trade. Right, are you already in? No, gracious. I'm not. If you want to get in, get in. Yeah, I'm not. Look at this. One of those streams where I'm giving a trade and I don't take it, and I'm not on the trade personally. Yeah, but I didn't take the trade. I'm still here thinking that maybe price would want to come back and retest Asian Sessions close, which is here, right? Retest this area. Then maybe I'll be interested if that happens. Yeah, if that happens. I'll be more interested if Asian Sessions close, which also is having Asian Sessions high, is kind of retested before price can go down. I'll be more interested in that kind of setup. Yeah, apparently I'm just not interested in that. When trading BTC on weekends, when banks are closed, do you trade within sessions? Yes, all the time. But I like Asian and I love New York. Over the weekend, trading BTC, focus on Asian and New York. Those are very good sessions over weekends. But I mean, it runs throughout the day and it runs throughout every session. Just maybe the focus can be a little bit different. Oh, the music changed. Yeah, music changed. Do you have a session tomorrow? No, session's on Friday. In-person strategy session is on Friday this time around. Is Friday a holiday? No, it's not. Out is a holiday. No more holidays now. We're tired of that. Yeah, sessions on Friday. This Friday. In-person strategy session. We had one last week on Wednesday, so we'll have one this time on Friday. I'm also not in. Okay. I don't know if it's good for us or it's bad for us. We'll see. Time will tell. That's serious. I was thinking it's AI. No, it's not. 100% not AI. This is not AI. 100% not AI. This is not AI. This was yesterday, actually. Yeah. Then there's Jones. That's look at this. Look at this. Oh, okay. Where is it? There's a part of the video that I want to show you guys. No. Oh, Trump rants. Not that. I don't think it's this one. Anyway, it's not AI, by the way. This is not AI. It's some actual stuff going on right now. He's a professional fund manager. Okay. Are you a full-time trader, or it's possible to learn and a living from trading? I earn a living from trading. Yeah. So I don't know if you're gonna call me a full-time trader if I earn a living from trading. Does it make me one? Like I trade for a living. So if I don't make profits, I don't earn a living. Does that make sense? Yeah, anyway, this candle closes in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. But look at the kind of a candle it is. Let's look at the 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes is ranging a little bit. This could be good and bad. So I'll take out this for now. Okay. At least you guys know I didn't take the trade. But one thing you should all know is that I am personally, all right, waiting for this. Okay, that's why I'm not taking the trade. I am personally waiting for markets to preferably come and retest this area. All right, retest this area first. Maybe I'll be interested in selling some more. Yeah, maybe I'll be interested in doing that. You guys know now. All right, that's what I'm waiting for. But I'll go back on a 50 minutes time frame, and then we'll just like leave it where it is. If that doesn't happen, I'll do nothing. Maybe I'll wait to see if I can try to break out here. Yeah, kind of something like that. What's the name of a strategy? It has no name. It's got no name. It's just a trading strategy. That's all sad. I've heard about Iran wanting oil to be bought in Chinese. Yeah, I hate that stuff. That's creepy if you ask me. That's creepy. It kind of makes it feel like well, let's take that and say this, right? But it kind of makes it feel like China is like it's like backing up Iran in some way. Think about it. Think about it. They say they only want you to buy the oil as Iran in Japanese yen. All right. They don't want the dollar. They say we don't want the dollar. If you're gonna buy oil, you need to bring the yen. We're not accepting any dollars. It's creepy. It's creepy. Think about it. Don't say I said it, but think about it. Kind of feels like it looks like maybe there's a China backup. Well, to me, when I saw that, I was like, okay, you guys just won't say this stuff. And that's WW3, World War 3. Maybe. I don't know. But it's just a part of power, I think. It's just whoever is up there is just trying to look all significant. Yeah. But they should just 1v1, right? Among themselves. Don't involve us. Don't involve anybody. Don't involve the people. Don't involve anybody else. Just 1v1 as leaders. Like, hey, you guys fighting for power in some way? Stop all this stuff and just let's lock you up in a room and we see who's the boss. Anyway, guys, I'm waiting here. Like I said, my waiting is based off the fact that I kind of still feel like price should come here before its next move. All right. Yeah. So I'm waiting for this. If that happens, maybe I'm going to take a trade. If it doesn't happen, then I just won't take a trade. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. If the trade plays out and continues from here, I won't be shocked because there's volume here. You can see the volume coming in. Lots of volume. Now let's check out. Is there any kind of news today? Let's see. Today is a Tuesday. Nothing relation with the dollar, but I know we have interest rates tomorrow, and I love days like that. I know that even if I don't trade on a Monday, on a Tuesday, I don't trade on any other day, but there's interest rates on a Wednesday. I know I could complete this challenge. This $500 I'm currently at 2K. Yeah, currently at 2K. I know I could complete it on this news tomorrow, even if I don't take a trade today. I know that with FOMC tomorrow, at around what time is this? This is going to be 8 p.m., 8:30, 8 p.m. I know I could finish this up. Okay. Let me show you why I'm that confident, right? Let me show you why I'm that confident. If you go on YouTube, right? My YouTube, of course. There we go. Whoa, I think the station is right there. Nice. Not. If you go on YouTube, you go on live. Bearing in mind that we have FOMC tomorrow, right? And you want to understand how to trade it. That's in case I don't come live here, right? Most likely I wouldn't, probably. I don't know. But go watch this stream. This is the last FOMC. Okay, go watch the stream. Go check out the methodology behind everything that we did. All right, because it's the same repetition. Okay, might be a little bit different in terms of maybe direction. All right, the approach is the same. Right, go check. The approach is the same. Me getting into a trade there. Everybody else here, maybe some of you guys were part of it as well in the chat. And then we see markets playing out perfectly. Right, look at this. Markets keep playing out perfectly. No drawdown, no nothing. All right, markets just play out. Oh, where they? Yeah, markets play out perfectly. So go check that stream. In case you're wondering what is going to be happening for FOMC tomorrow. I doubt they're going to be increasing the rates. I strongly doubt. Are they looking at doing that? Let's see. Where's the projection? Here it is. 3.7 from 3.7. So they're not planning on increasing rates. I doubt they could increase. I do highly think they'll maintain rates, which is kind of tricky for a lot of people, to be honest. Are you trading FOMC live? No, I'm not going to do that. Do you want me to trade live again? I think I'll go live with a small group of people. Maybe the VIP platform we have and our other signal platforms that we have as well. So if you want that live stream, just go join those two platforms. I'm not doing a live stream on YouTube this time around. All right. Well, I could if I wanted to, but hey, man, you guys just go join the platform so that we can just have people who have accounts funded and they're going to be trading live. Okay, not all this demo stuff and you're just hiding behind the fact that you want to trade FOMC. All right, yeah. So anyway, I don't think that they're going to increase rates. But I'm very interested in seeing what happens, because then we know GDP is not at its best. We saw that, right? We know inflation is high, okay? Not like crazy high, but we know that they have the challenge of that. And inflation is getting even higher because the oil. You guys know that the United States don't produce any oil, right? So they depend on the eastern side and all this stuff, right? But the idea is this. I mean, they depend on the Middle East, right? The idea is this: if inflation is high and GDP is low, I'm very interested in seeing if they maintain rates. What's the approach like? Okay, what is the approach like in the press conference? Right. That also means we can see a huge move. We can see a very good move. Also explains why gold is kind of like ranging. Okay, I hope now you understand. In case you're wondering, like, why is gold just stacked the whole week so far? Right. It's getting ready for FOMC. I'm not expecting gold to break out today. Personally, I'm not expecting this range to be broken out today. If it does, well, thank God. Maybe if we're part of it, that would be amazing to see. But I'm really expecting gold to break out most likely tomorrow. Again, if it does go down, maybe it's going to go down to like here or anywhere inside here. That's going to continue ranging. I'm not expecting it to break out of this range. Like, of course, start a new trend or like start going down or up. I'm not expecting that to happen. It's all because of FOMC tomorrow. That's going to be the next trigger. That's going to be the next trigger. How can I join the VIP platform? There's a link in the description, actually, right? There's a link in this current live stream. If you go to the page, there's a link here. This is the live stream right now. There's broker to use. There's join VIP signals. There's this link right here. Okay? There's this link right here. You click the link, you get inside. All right. So yeah, we most likely will trade FOMC live with the VIP and our Discord platform, right? Not on YouTube this time around. Yeah, be amazing to see. Yeah. Are you still trading with Find next? No. Let's look at oil as well as USD JPY, very bullish. Yeah, let's look at oil. I know oil is like very bullish. I don't think it's done going up, actually. Let's look at it on the 30 minutes time frame. Look at this candle that came off. Look at this candle. Came off after Asian session. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Why this happened? Do you know why? We had an area of interest right here. And this was previously yesterday's trading range in New York. All right, let's take it back to 15. Yeah, and then we had a mini range here. Mini range. Mini range. Mini range. Somewhere right here. You guys can see that, right? There's a small range there. Nothing crazy anyway. But then price broke off with this candle, right? And then currently we up there. We are in London. I do think that maybe price is gonna try and retest a little bit. Maybe retest Asian sessions high and close, right? Before the next big move up. I do think this is the next movement on oil. Yeah. I do think this is the next movement on oil. Yeah, where to next? Maybe to retest the highs. Yeah, maybe to just. I think it's the highest. No, it's not the highest we've been on oil. It's not. It's not the highest we've been on oil. The highest we've been on oil is right here. It was recently, actually. The highest we've been is here. It was the 9th of March. $119. That was crazy. I do think price would still want to go back and retest those highs, to be honest. Yeah. If anything, oil is more of a safe haven right now than gold. Let's put it that way. Normally we have all these wars going on. We always, go back to gold and stuff. But currently it looks like oil is doing the thing. Yeah. I think now you have the analysis, right? That should be good. So wait for pullback, because price should pull back as it always does. It should pull back. I think it's gonna pull back maybe back to somewhere around here. Yeah. Then there should be some good confirmations from there. Then price can push up. Yeah. What else don't I see? Nothing. We'll be coming back to yesterday's London high. Yeah, we'll be coming back to that. Yeah, nothing else. Why did you stop trading with Funded Next? Any advice? No advice, nothing. I'll reserve my comment on that. If a candle has a big equal wick, well, if a candle has big equal wicks, can that be used as a wick fill or an execution area? Or depends on the situation, actually, right? Everything is circumstance based on the current circumstance. How is the approach? So it could be a wick fill. It could also be used as a confirmation candle. Rarely, though, in my case, rarely. Use the candle range theory, CRT. It's something I've been looking into. What's your take on that? I don't use any CRT, whatever. See, if I hear anybody talk about CRT in the trading space, do you know what comes into my head? Let me show you. If I hear anybody talk about CRT, well, CRT. What the hell is CRT? CRT is a Jeep. Okay, it's a Jeep. Okay, it's SRT, but I hope you get it. Now, there's a Jeep CRT here. Yeah, that's the only thing that comes in my head. You guys talk about CRT method. Where are you guys coming up with all these terminologies, though? Is it from the cars? Could it be from the cars? It makes sense. Yeah, but it's just trading. Why is the chart reloading? Okay, let's go back and look at gold. What's happening? I think it's going up, is it? Yeah, it is going up now. Yeah, it's breaking this little range here on a 5 minutes time frame. I'm just waiting for this. Personally, I'm just waiting for this. It could happen on stream or off stream, but if it happens off stream, most likely I'll send a trade in the VIP. You guys should be part of that. The buy move happened in the evenings yesterday on US oil. We managed to catch that move. Oh, nice. Beautiful. You guys asked me some stuff. I'm not seeing anything in the chart right now. Let's keep the stream interactive. Can we have the sell reference, please? I did analysis for that. I've got money that I'm afraid to lose. Would you advise I start trading? No. Use that money for something else. I'm just reading the recent comments you guys put up here. Bearish flag. Oh, this is called a bearish flag? Ah, okay. How does a bearish flag look like? Let's check that out. Bearish Forex flag. It's all structure, I guess. Oh, one of these. This one here. Bearish flag. Oh, okay. We are trading a bearish flag. Oh, this one here. Yeah. So you wait for a breakout here. Yeah, something like this. So you see, we're trading a bearish flag pattern. Bearish flag. I guess this is all market structure that I believe everybody who's been trading for a bit at least understands. When you look at your chart, you're like, I know what's happening right there. It's just a structure that price is completing, to be honest. Yeah. So. How far the Discord channel I pay for mentorship? You'd have my admins or assist you with that. On my part, I wanted to know why gold has been ranging. It's getting ready for FOMC. Biggest reason right now. How long did it take you to become a trading grandmaster? What do you mean by grandmaster, though? Trading grandmaster? You mean like some guru of some sort? I don't think I am. I have some little skills on my tips that I use to make my money. Grandmaster is a huge word, but I'll take that as a compliment. How long did it take me to become grandmaster? I've been trading for a couple of years, man. Maybe like 6 years now. 6 to almost 7 years now. Not entirely profitable. Maybe profitable like 3 to 4 years. Yeah, so maybe it took me that long. I've seen it all. No, not all, but I've seen most of what happens in the trading space. I know the gimmicks. I know the the right guys. I know the right stuff. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I see it. I see it. I've seen it. Still seeing it. Yeah, but trading is a brilliant word to be. Brilliant word to be in. Extremely brilliant. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Said Guru Sir. Oh, okay. What do you think of holding trades for a few days? I'm not that guy personally, but there's people who do that stuff. Does it work? Yes, it can. If you are good at managing your emotions, there's some good things to do. You hold a trade for a few days and weeks, and yeah, I don't do well at that. I take my trades same day, I close same days. Been following you since NTT Global days. Love the consistency. There's a lot to learn from you. Yeah, some time back when we had some of you guys don't even know what that means. NT Global. You guys don't even know what the stuff is. Some of you guys are very new to trading. Yeah. Yeah. What else are you guys trading though? Besides gold? Gold is boring right now. Hell not forcing any trades. Let's look at BTC. BTC is uptrend, right? Let's look at the recent candle. This is a daily time frame. Let's take out everything here. All right. It looks like to me, we broke a very important area of interest right here. You guys see that? Yeah, and we're going to another one. Let's change the colors for that. No. Let's change the color for that. This one here. Let's make that blue. Okay. So it looks like we're going back this area, preferably. Maybe we are tracing across this. Look at this. Maybe we're tracing across this space, right? That's based off a higher time frame. So we're currently trading above 23. We are at 50 right now. I do think the price still has a little bit more push to the upside to maybe 61. Yeah, I think that should be an endpoint for the retracement that's happening on BTC. So we were ranging here. So we broke the range here. So I don't think that we should be going to the upside. But let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour, you notice that we have an area of interest slightly close to where price is now. All right. Yeah, so maybe price is just retracing to this area. But I mean, all this is still a little bit irrelevant. We just need to look for an entry here. Look for an entry. We know this is a target spot, but we know this is a 50 fib level. All right. Want to see what kind of action we get based off that. Let's see. Well, London looks very slow as of right now. We broke Asian sessions low. Maybe that's why we're going down. I think we have to start closing above this area. I don't know why that stuff is ready, but we have to start closing above this area before we can look for any buys, right? Let's change this to yellow. Yeah, I think we have to start trading above this area here. This is an exhaustion level, most recent. And also we have a daily open there. So I think we should start trading above. When I say daily open, I mean where markets opened before any session started. Okay. So before Asian, this is where markets opened. Look, yeah, markets open here. All right. So it's in alignment with that. So I think price needs to start closing above that area first and foremost before anything else. So right now we can be in some kind of like a bearish structure, but overall price still looks bullish long term. I'm not seeing any entry as of right now here. Yeah, not seeing anything. So we can just wait for that. Close above this green line here. Maybe we could look for potential buys. Yeah. 30 minutes time frame. Look, if you do trade like trend lines and stuff, you will notice we have this. Yeah, if you do trade like trend lines and stuff. So it could mean that maybe also this could be a time when buyers are starting to get in. but it's no confirmation still. Look at the bearish candles there. So no confirmation still. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a close above anyway here, to be honest. Close to the daily open. Close above anyway here. I'll be interested in buys. Maybe. Right. So let's just say that anywhere up here, price should go up. At least now you know. And you know what to do, right? And we have all this here, which cannot happen in one move. But I think that's the next projected level the price is headed to. Can you look at Nasdaq? Sure, no problem, no stress. You stopped trading derived synthetics indices a long time ago. That stuff is nonsense. Okay, I don't trade that stuff anymore. But if you do trade it, good for you. The only reason why I say that is because go ask the broker about me. They'll tell you that they failed to pay me my money at some point till today. And they just gave me a lot of crazy excuses about just not paying me my money after I made money from trading their indices. So the broker, you probably know it. I just don't trade their assets anymore. But they pay a couple guys. You might be one of the few guys also that get paid. You should be lucky one day if you make a good amount of money and they give you the pay. But anyway, yeah, let's look at Nasdaq. So I gave you guys analysis on BTC. We all know what's happening on gold, right? Oh, look at gold now. Look at gold now. It's failing to go above 23.6. Yeah. It's failing. Now it's creating a level of interest. And it makes it look like this is still a good area to look for a sell. Like if you sold here and aimed for, okay, you should aim for this, but probably if you look at the left side, maybe you'll be aiming for the horizontal levels there. This is workable too. The fact that price is doing its thing here. I don't know, man. I don't know. But because, I mean, end of the day, we have a FIB level here. So that's also workable. That's also workable. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is valid, yes. But based on the structure on the 5 minutes, this is workable. Yeah, this is extremely workable. You guys think we should take this one? What do you guys think? What if it retests the daily and then pushes to the downside? Would be interesting to see. Be very interesting to see. Would be very interesting to see that. So guys, I'm trying to respond to something, right? Let's wait for break and close below that structure. You think so? It looks like a good trade right now, man. Not the best of trades, but it looks like a good trade. Yeah, I think I might be taking it. Maybe with reduced risk. Kinda. Yeah, maybe with reduced risk or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. It's not that bad. It's not really. I took a position. Let me give the trade to my people here as well. Well, that means you guys can take the trade if you want to. I'm gonna put my stop at there. Put a TP1 here. Then I'll go halfway the trade plan. What's that? Okay. There we go. Not too bad of a trade. Just doesn't need high risk, I think. I'm not doing this because of FOMO, right? No, I just saw confirmation and see the same thing happen before, but I'm just gonna reduce my risk. I've waited for only one trade this week. That's crazy, man, to think about it. Like this is my first trade this week. Crazy to think of it. Why's my webcam doing that though? I think you shouldn't take the trade. Really? No, I took it, but like just bear in mind, I'm just not going so crazy in terms of risk. So kind of bearing in mind that it wasn't really my ideal point of entry, but like because of structure, then I take the trade, right? Hope you get why I took it. Yeah. What are you guys saying? I can't see the chart now. Where is it? Is it gold? Yeah, it's gold. It's a gold trade. The chart is too zoomed out. We can't see. You need to open your own chart so you can see your. You need to open your own chart so you can see your own chart. Okay? No, I mean, this is gold and we're looking for sell. So. Did you send the trade to the VIP? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'll put my stop maybe around like 50.25. If I lose on this trade on my challenge, I'm gonna lose like maybe around like $200. Yeah. I need all the stuff figured out. Wait. This is a wrong TP2 here. What the hell is that? It's supposed to be 49.98. Yeah, it's supposed to be 49. Yeah, we profits anyway, so I think counts for something. Let's see anyway what happens. Maybe this could be post-station volume that we end up banking off. Banking off. So I'm as transparent as sending my guys screenshot of the same trade we're taking in the challenge. and letting them know that this is my risk, so they can know if they're doing the same thing too. So I put my stop, yeah, 25. So if we lose here, lose like $200. But if we make some profits and we smash this trade plan, I think we're gonna make like maybe around like 800. That's a good risk-reward ratio, I think. It's not that bad. Yeah. That's what we're doing with the challenge. Everybody gets an update for each trade that happens. So yeah, anyway, let's give the trade time. What station do you trade? I trade London, I trade New York too. Sometimes I would trade Asian. Sometimes I would trade Asian. Yeah. Sometimes I would trade Asian. Yeah, trade is going back to the entry. I think because the 1 hour candle closed. I think it's because the 1 hour candle closed. If you check, 1 hour candle is right here. Initially, my stop is slightly above the 1 hour candle, previous 1 hour candle. Slightly above. It's something like this. Probably be aiming for that. Because then I think if price would go back and hit the 1 hour high, maybe that would nullify the trade at this moment. In a way, if this happens, then we could maybe go back here. And we don't want to be in drawdown of that much before the next push down. We don't want that. So let's see. Anyway, it could take some time. Could take some time. Seeing the way candles are closing in 5 minutes, it could take a little bit some time. Yeah. Full margin. Oh, that's all up to you. If you lose your account, it's on you. With your full margin. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm with you on this. Okay, all the best. Wow, you have what a great response. Let me join your VIP now. Okay. Has NAS been ranging? I don't know. Haven't checked it out. What station do you trade? I answered that, I think. One day we'll go together to Exness Expo working with you. That's my goal. I've already learned your strategy through a paid platform. Just okay, that's beautiful. One day is one day. Just one day. Yeah, we're in drawdown, guys. I hate when I take a trade and I'm in drawdown. Look, $70 drawdown. $70 drawdown. So my trade management with everybody in the VIP is very good, because then I told them if we cross this here and we close with a bullish candle, I tell them close one of the positions that you opened, because every time we lose, we're losing less. Okay, well, we haven't really, we've done a break even, but our trade management is very good. It's something that you guys need to learn too, right? If you're growing a small account, you're growing any account that's deemed small, you need the best entries and the best trade management system. Okay, the trade management should be very intact. In a sense, take a trade. If the structure is changing in the moment, be so quick to close the trade, right? And don't be so quick to increase the risk from the start of the trade. All right, so you could increase the risk as the trade is playing out, like adding to wins. That's what we're doing, right? So if a win is not guaranteed, we don't add to anything, right? So currently, I'm just giving you guys an insight to $48. Drawdown, right? Yeah, but if the structure changes, right? If the structure changes, we do what we call trade management tactics, where I could close half of a position, part of the position, all right? Bearing in mind that maybe because the structure is changing, we might be going for the stop, all right? So instead of me losing what I wanted, what I was supposed to lose up here, I'd rather lose less if I see the structure changing anywhere around this area. Yeah, so just you guys can know. Besides, my risk is low here, but I just want to maintain a very small loss if at all it happens. But I'm not trying to say it's losing though. It's still okay. I think it's good. I think it's still okay. Might take some time. Maybe we'll play out to like down, let's say 11 or like 12. It's like post like yesterday. Look at this. This is London yesterday. All right. So it goes all the way down. A bit of post market hours. We go a bit down. After post market hours, there was a huge volume to the upside again. All right. So not like I'm expecting that huge volume to the upside, but again, like I'm still expecting post market volume because the session ends around like 11. So yeah, anyway, we'll see about that. We'll see. What asset is this? This is gold. What's happening with BTC? Let's check it out. Let's see what's happening with BTC. Okay, BTC is starting to climb up. Kind of. What other asset did we look at? I think we looked at oil. The oil still, I think, very intentional about going the downside. Yeah, still looks very intentional. But my main interest right now is gold because I have a trade on gold. And the whole reason is because if you check, this was the initial impulse move. Then price retraced to 23.8. Not mostly my ideal fib, but like it still works if the structure is being obeyed here. But if this candle breaks up and closes bullish, like something like this, let me show you guys. If this candle breaks up, closes bullish here, I close part of my positions. We call that trade management. I do that for every small account I'm building. One is to avoid high drawdowns. Secondly is to avoid holding on to losers more than winners. That's what we do. When we're winning, we hold on more to wins. We add to wins, right? Like adding positions to a win, right? Especially doing it strategically so you can grow. But like when you're losing, we cut the loss quickly. That's what we've been doing. So yeah. Can I join the VIP with $49? I don't know about that. Are you in gold? Yeah, I am in a gold trade right now. Guys, like the stream if you want me to continue, all right? Like the stream if you still want me to be here. Let's all like the stream if you guys are enjoying this stuff and you want me to continue being here. Right? Let's all like the stream. If you guys like me to be here or want me to be here, let's just like the stream. Yeah, the 5 minutes candle is closing in like 3 minutes. It's the basis of whether I'm going to close half of my position before the stop or before continuation to the downside. Yeah, it hasn't really broken off the area that I'm looking at, which is here. It hasn't. But still a safe trade though. Still a very safe trade because my risk initially is 200, but I'm trying to minimize it. If I lose, I want to lose less. Like maybe I lose like, let's say half of 200 is like $100, which should be okay. Massive drawdown. No, it's not massive. Check. My drawdown is this right now. It's like $100. So I don't know what you mean by massive drawdown. Do you even know how to trade though? I think drawdown is a little bit subjective to how people position size. So if you like position size in a very crazy way from the start of the trade, trust me, you will need to be very, 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 you need to be, what's the word? You need to enjoy. You need to be, very good at enjoying your emotions in that moment because then you need to be ready for drawdowns. Okay, now I'm back to like $68 negative. But the candle's rejecting, so it's still good for me. This candle's rejecting this area that I'm looking at. Yeah, now we're back to 54. I hope you guys are learning stuff from all these things I'm doing, right? Like that's the goal, actually, right? If I do a challenge, like I'm trying to do 500 to like 5,000, and whoever's trading it with me, I know they're learning more because they're like closely and they're like taking trades. But like when I come here and like show you guys how I'm taking trades and the dynamics behind what I'm doing. I hope you get to like learn from that, so that probably when you get to do the same thing, you can implement the same system, right? Because trust me, I don't think account size is really the issue. I think the issue is a skill size. People start off trying to grow $100 to 1,000 by entering 10 positions on their first trade, or maybe even 5 positions on their first trade. They care less about trade management, which should happen right after you make an execution. Oh, crazy. All my lights went off. Which should happen right after you take a position. Because then the thing is this, right? I'll tell you guys one thing. The thing is this, if you don't do any trade management, markets don't care your entry, all right? Markets care about where they have to go, right? So if you didn't do any kind of like trade management when the trade was starting or when the trade is still in motion, you might suffer the consequence of it, right? So yeah, anyway, I'll show you guys maybe a testimony from a few guys who were trading the challenge with me. Maybe do like a video with them and like, hey, how was the challenge? What did you learn from it? Was the experience worth it? Of course, I'll say it was worth it if we hit the target. Or if we don't hit the target, that'll be crazy. But I know, like for now, we're up like three times what we invested. So it's good because we're up like extra 1,500. So it should be good. Please do $100 to please do $100 challenge. I've done that before actually, but maybe I'll do that. You see, did you notice what I did? I first did $1,000 to 10K, then I dropped it to 500 to 5K. So most likely the next challenge will be $100 to 1K. Yeah, and you might think that's easy, like moving 100 to 1,000. It's crazy too. It's very crazy. It's one of the hardest things you can do. Well, you might think, 500 is a decent amount, so I know you can grow. No, it's the same thing as moving $50 to what? To 500, $100 to what? To 1,000. It's the same thing. It's the same emotions, it's the same skill, it's the same trading style, it's the same everything. What comes down to it is how you're good at, your skill, basically. All-round skill, trade management, entry, technical analysis overall, and just like, discipline and stuff like that. So it just comes down to things like that anyway. Yeah, so guys, let's like the stream if you want me to continue here, right? Yeah. Hey, good morning. Daka Steven. Okay. Yeah, this candle is going up now. Kind of like a range of some sort that's going on here too. If you pay close attention here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still in drawdown here. Look at this. You see drawdown, $85, $82 drawdown. Yeah, same account. Look, same account, real account, right? You see that? Same account, right? Same account, right? Yeah, can't fake this stuff. Anyway, if we hit the target one day, maybe you'll be like, I sold this, probably. But I hope you get to also just like get inspired that you can do the same thing too if you have the right skill. Anyway, we're doing a course on the 28th and 29th of March. It's only $99, the drawdown I'm running right now. Okay, so we're doing a course for 2 days. It's a strategy course. It's basically just all around how I trade, right? Forget the noise, what Forex is and all those basics. Now we're just going straight to my strategies. So you guys can join it 29th and 28th. So 28th and 29th. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. $100 will be amazing. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll see. And from 100 to 50, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. It'll be now a waste of time. I'll go end it at $100. Yeah. I think $100 is a good amount to start trading with. 50, not bad. You need to just be very, very good at position sizing and closing your losses on time and, not letting your losses run for too long. Because if they do, you get cooked. Same thing with even this challenge I have. If I let this loss run to here, you see here, go down up to here, I get cooked. I'll be terrible. You don't want that. Terrible. You want to cut them down as soon as you can. This candle closes in like seconds. It's a bullish candle. It's not above the area of interest that I'm looking at. But I don't know why the market's taking time to go down. They are taking so much time. They are taking so much time. Next candle just opened right there. Let me see how this candle closes like as well. That'll be at 9:20. Yeah, let's see how the 50 minutes candle. Okay, 50 minutes close with a bullish. Well, looks like we might break the structure up here. Kind of looks like it. But let's just wait for 5 minutes structure build. 30 minutes looked like we went up here. We didn't close above, but like we just got up there. And I think those are the only time frames I look for. 5 minutes, we're still in this little structure here. What made you enter this trade? Structure, confirmation of entry, everything else was okay. Yeah. Everything else is okay. So we're trading like a trend continuation, okay? So this is an impulse, this is a retracement. We're waiting for another impulse if the impulse happens. So we're trading a trend continuation, kind of like if you were trading, what? If you were trading this here, okay? If you were trading, okay, impulse, okay? Then you wait for maybe a retracement. You can enter here or you can enter here, right? Because you're trading a trend continuation, kind of, all right? Though overall, this market is in a range, so explains the slowness at different intervals of movement. What asset is this? This is gold. Lately, I trade a lot of gold, just like most of you guys. I do trade a lot of gold. What's your drawdown right now? Only, let me see, only $69. Yeah. Only that. So it's not that bad. My risk entirely is like 200. So it's not that bad. Is it possible to join the funded account? No. It's not possible. What made you enter this? Okay, I answered that. How often do you stream? Maybe once. No, not once. Twice to 3 times a week. So mostly like Monday or Tuesday, just whenever I pop up. So, mostly I do like London station around these times. Now it's not too much, Gracious. You know why it's not too much? We started this account from $500. Bear in mind, okay? As you go up, your risk keeps going up, okay? That's the only way you grow an account. You can't maintain the same lots if your account is growing, if you want to grow, all right? That's how it works. You might say 200 is, I'm just saying it like only. You know why I'm saying it's only? Because we came from 500, now we're at 2,000, okay? So 200 of what? Of 2,000 is like what? It's like 10% of the account, right? So I'm risking 10% of the account. Can be crazy and weird, but like based off my trade management tactic, I could cut off that loss in segments. Maybe I could cut off like a 48 and cut off maybe like a 23, and then I won't end up cutting off like 200. But I hope you get the mindset and the whole system that's happening here. And everybody else in the platform is doing the same thing. So guys, like the video if you want me to continue, or else I'm going to end it right here and right now. Okay. Yeah, now we're back at the entry. Yeah, we're back at the entry. This is how markets work. You just need to have a strategy, apply discipline, a little bit of patience. Patience where it makes sense, discipline where it's needed. Okay? Patience where it makes sense, discipline where it's needed. That's how it works. Yeah. You're glad to have somebody who's showing you this stuff, you know, like without any fugazi, just all legitimate and like just the whole transparency that you need. Patience is important. Yes, it's important where it's needed. You can't be patient with your losses. Okay, you can't be patient with your losses. So it's not needed when you have losses. Yeah, when you're in drawdown, yeah, base of structure and stuff. Yeah, now we're in profits. Yeah, I show you guys all this stuff. When markets swing off the grid, when they swing back in the grid and all of that. Yeah, then I'll show you where it's applicable to add positions. Okay, so you guys get to ask these things like, where can I add positions now? And stuff like that. When I'm inviting the guests, I don't know, but we had scheduled something. I think the next guest is going to be a female trader, right? So most likely we had scheduled something. She's just building up her base as well. So when it's time, you probably see somebody here as well. Yeah. When I come into the core belt and how far with opening of your offices, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, to be honest, but most likely would come there around the Easter period, most likely, if it happens. But it's been a bit tricky to get stuff started there. I know we have people who interact with me online platforms and all of that, but like it's been very tricky to start stuff there. Yeah, prices are in that mini range right there. Guess what? All of London, so far, we've only covered 178 points. That's pathetic, if you're to ask me. The whole lot of Asian, we did 340, 350. That's like twice what we've covered in London so far. Guess what that means? We still have a bit of time and volume to come in because we still have up to 11 for London to close. So we still have time for volume to come in, right? It just comes down to where this volume is going to be pumped to, right? Whether it's bullish or bearish. So we need to see, all right? But I have my trigger up this structural point here. Besides, I have my stop up there, but I have my trigger up this structure point here. Yeah, we'll see. But so far, boring trade. So far, boring trade. But let's see. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? I'm good, man. How are you doing? Can we look at Nasdaq? No. Look at Nasdaq, maybe New York Station. What do you think could be influencing the slow volume now? I don't know. Just markets being markets, maybe. I think the volume is really good. I mean, it's been good from the time markets opened, but slowing down, kind of thing. Maybe it's gonna pick up. This is gold right now. We have about 57,000. Its average trading volume lately has been 800. So this is not so good for an asset that's been trading 800,000 in terms of trading volume on average. But I do think that we are building up, because when I came on the charts, the volume wasn't 200K. I think it was around like maybe 100 and something. I think it was building up from post-Asian, and now it's building up. It would be good to see that 500K, but that will be like maybe later on, maybe close to the close of the session or stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. Is 50 to 100 safe for trading gold? Yeah, it is. But if you trade with the smallest lots and you keep your stops very tight, that's the only way you stay in the game. Bring on the lady. I think her name is Happy something. Pretty sure maybe you know her. I've heard of the lady called Happy something, but maybe just never had a conversation. But I have a different lady I'll bring on here that I've had a conversation with, and she's a good trader and she understands the game. And you probably love how she also trades and her whole mindset. Do you still use Trezella to track your trades? Yeah, I do. Here and there, I do. Not to track, really, just like journal and stuff. Not really like tracking. When you add more positions, is a stop for the new positions different from the original one? Yeah, it's different. A little bit different. Because then if you add and you maintain the same stop, the risk is a bit crazy. Yeah, so you don't want to be in that position. Guys, we're ranging here. We've been ranging for, oh man, for crazy period. Let's see, how many minutes has this been? Because we entered somewhere here. So we've been ranging for a good 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. That's pathetic. Yeah, but let's see. If this candle close bullish up here, I'll probably close most of my positions that are running in drawdown. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah, because now I'm back to like $93 drawdown. So I just need to wait to see if that's the case. Because then if that's the case, it means that we're breaking a certain structure point. Yeah, then I'll tell everybody else to do the same thing as well. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna break with this candle. It's closing in like 3 minutes. Yeah. It is closing in like 3 minutes. Now I'm gonna close $60 here. Let me just minimize my risk. Yep, look at this, what I did. Let me show you guys. I closed $55. All right. Simply because of that candle. So I need to tell everybody else to do the same thing too. Don't forget, we're trying to keep losses as less as possible, right? Let me tell everybody, cut your loss halfway through. Yep. But I still have positions running still. So I just cut halfway through. So I have positions running. Yeah. Kind of like modifying a position. And then you just cut halfway through, so that if let's say next candle was to come out and it closes and it's all the way through the roof, I don't lose way much. But again, if this market was to turn around and still go back in, because then we haven't hit a stop yet. If it was to turn around and go back into my direction, kind of something like this. Oh, okay, no, something like this. All right. If that was what was to happen, all right, at least I know that I don't get to lose out of the trade, but also I'm keeping my losses very small. That's how I love keeping my charts clean. Don't close. No. I closed part of my loss already. I closed like 55. Yeah, I have positions still running, but I closed like 55. It's going to go down. I know that, bro. I know. I've been doing the same thing, growing these small accounts. All right. I'm still waiting for Asian high to be cleared. Okay, that's good. That's good. When you add positions to, okay, I think I answered that. Do you trade USD? I think you might have liked it if you looked at it. I used to, but I used to trade a lot of pound USD. The days where I would. Lately, not really as much. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah, see that candle closing bullish? That's not good for us. That's not really good for us. I don't think price would come down, but I want to have the cleanest entry and the smallest losses. Yeah, because now this candle is closing above the structure point on a 5 minutes time frame. That means it could be aiming for any of these cheap levels up here, which could be crazy if price goes all the way there. We don't want to hit a stop of that much. Yeah. See what I meant? Crazy. How do you do that? How do I do what? Modifying a stop. You just slide off your running positions, and when you do something like this, the check button, obviously, you can just reduce the lot. If you enter like 0.2, you can reduce the lot to 0.1, and then you slide it off. You cut the loss. Someone says, I think it's gonna play out, but maybe just not now. Yeah, because it's not gonna play out now. We're better off cutting the loss and waiting to see if it plays out later. Yeah. You know the code of don't hold on to your losses for too long. It sounds very very what? Like very easy to do, but like a lot of people tend to not actually even do it. Yeah, so that's the only way you're going to grow an account. Either way, you just keep your losses very small. Yeah, so close out already like $74 here. I have about 34 running, waiting to see if it hits a stop. So my stop is at 5025, which is about like, how many points is this? It's like 52 points. Yeah. It's been a crazy roller coaster for gold, I think. It's been a crazy one. It's been really crazy. Because now it looks we're trading at the midpoint here. We can't be hoping that price won't go up. We just need to take action while price is moving. So, yeah. Are you guys still in this trade? Anybody who took the trade? Are you guys still in this trade? If you guys took the trade with me here, are you guys still in the trade? Are you guys still in this trade though? Yes. Hopefully you're doing the right thing, modifying your stops and just maybe closing your loss. We have a few more points to the stop, so most likely we could get to hit it. So you are better off cutting that loss. Still active? No, got stopped out. Yeah, it did work. It's active, yes, but I closed half of this loss. That candle came out with volume. Yeah, it has a lot of volume actually. It has lots of volume actually. So imagine if we didn't really do what we call trade management. High chance we could be losing way more than we should have. Well, we probably wouldn't if we just stick to the initial risk. Like I obviously said, I was going to lose 200, which is okay. But then the thing is that I just want to cut my loss quickly because I can see market structure changing. So instead of hoping and hoping and hoping, why not just cut the loss? I think what's happening is exactly what you're waiting for in the first place. It could be, but I hope we could get a continuation down here. Yeah, I think we hit a stop here. Did we? I think so. Yeah, I think we hit a stop. Yeah, filthy. I lost about pretty much 105 US. Crazy. Hopefully we come back on the next trade. Yeah, but if you look at the 1 hour time frame, reason I would not recommend anybody to keep holding is because if you look at the 1 hour time frame, we are creating some area of interest here. Yeah, we are creating some area of interest here, which could be, who knows, maybe this could be like support level here. No, this like support level here because we're breaking the high of this recent candle, and maybe who knows, price could go up, right? But you're just better off being, just protecting yourself. Yeah. What is the confirmation for this trade? What do you mean? What is the confirmation for this trade? We had a structural point here based on a 5 minutes time frame. There was this candle here, bearish candle closed down, confirming the volume. We entered right there. This structural point is 23.8, right? We entered that. So yeah, probably one of those. Could price just be tracing so that previous support turns on to 30 minutes? I don't really think so. It could be retracing, yes, to maybe because initially I was hoping that price was going to retrace, yeah, fine, to any of these key levels. But I mean, we had a confirmation also down here, which I decided to take the trade as well. So it could be retracing, yes, maybe right where price is here, right? Before push down, but one of those. If I get a confirmation, maybe we could hit it as well, but I don't think so. I had to take a trade right after closing a losing position. Who trades the people online? Only you. You're the best. I'll try to do my thing, man. Just try to do my thing. Let's see. Everybody needs to close their loss. And let me see how much my guys have lost as of right now. Yeah, we'll probably maybe come back trade. If I don't see anything in London, I mean in New York, probably come back trade like what? Like FOMC tomorrow. The aggressive stuff. Yeah. Closed all losses here. Send me your results now because I want to see how much each person lost from where we are in the challenge. Yeah, guys, so one of those. Anyway, probably come back on a live maybe tomorrow, hopefully in the morning, just kind of like discuss FOMC. But let's see. How's oil moving though? Retracing exactly as what we thought. Okay, this is weird. How is BDC? I think it's creating like some structure as well here. Maybe it's gonna break this high and then go up. I don't know. Yeah. Just lost $7. Okay. How much you guys lose though on this same trade anyway? I'm interested in hearing that. Yeah, let me show you guys something. He lost $93 from his challenge. Look at this. This guy only lost $93. Yeah, we're keeping losses very small every time we hit a stop. Well, this is the first time we're hitting a stop, but then everybody gets to understand that we're keeping losses very small. We built so much to just lose it all at once. Just won't work like that. And I never let my wins escape. This guy lost. Let me see. I'm just getting people sending me their losses. I want to show you guys exactly how much everybody's losing. Whoever's sending me their losses. Please send your losses too. I want to see it. Yeah. $15, 400 rands, $300. It's weird. It's crazy. Hope you're okay losing that in the first place. But why is this stuff not loading though? This guy lost like $35. And he says, at least his capital is safe. I mean, come on, that's why we do this thing. So yeah, this guy lost like 200 too. Crazy. But yeah, $10, 40, 15. We've been sleeping on oil. Now we haven't been. It's just one of those times. The best you can do is take your loss and then maybe like move on to the next trade. At least you don't blow your account. This person lost $42. You guys see that? $42. All these people I'm showing you are part of the challenge, part of the $500 to $5,000 challenge. So yeah, I was trying to feel it'll be trying to mitigate the 4-hour. Yeah, I kind of feel like, because initially, right, my thought process, not like I'm regretting taking that trade. Well, I saw confirmation, right? Initially, I was waiting for price to get to Asian close, which is in sync kind of with Asian high. All right, but look, this market's been ranging like this, so it's quick turns here, quick turns there. So you know, part of the reasons maybe why we took the stop, but I do think that this is still valid. I'm not gonna take it. No, I'm not gonna take it for reasons that I don't take an immediate trade right after a loss. It's like one of the rules I put for myself, like don't take an immediate trade after a loss. Because then when you do so, you're most likely just trying to gamble and you're just trying to get back what you lost. To be honest, I bought this market, then changed after opening your live. You got cooked. Why did you come on the live today? Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're gonna end it here. We're gonna end it here. It's crazy for first trades of the week. Stick to analysis all the time, all the time. I'm saying this guy did he did 1K to 10,000 challenge last time with me. Let me show you guys. This guy. Yeah. Yeah, someone say you should have entered now. Bruh, come on. I think I'm good. Should have entered there, yes, but like we already took a trade, so turned out to be a bad one. Let me show you guys. There's a guy who his name is Daniel. I don't know why this is not loading here. He did the same challenge as I was doing last time. Yeah, this looks like was going to be a good confirmation for sell, but I mean we can't take that. I want his work to load here. But it's not loading. What I'm talking about is this. I'm waiting for his work here to load. This guy did 1K to 10,000. And he's also part of the $500 to like 5,000 challenge we're doing right now. I'm just waiting for his work to load here so you guys can see him posting his stuff and just hitting his targets and stuff like that. Oops. Yeah, this is him celebrating 1K to 10,000 challenge complete. Same thing I did last time too, I think. I don't know why it won't load. Anyway, guys, have a good one. The most important thing is learning and just enjoying so far. Beautiful. Is that $? This is not $. This is Daniel. Daniel, one of my students, and yeah, not $. This is a different person. What session are you trading? No, this was London session, but we're done now. I did not enter. Okay, you did well. I strongly feel that it's gonna try and turn. Okay, I don't know. It could turn, yes, but care less right now. Check the lows and just move. All right, guys, have a good one. We're out of here. Maybe you'll come back for tomorrow's session in the morning. Yeah, but for now, out of here. Trade safely, guys. I don't know if I'll take another trade today. Maybe in New York if something aligns. But lots of waiting, especially if I'm going to be trading gold again. Lots of waiting. Yeah. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye for now. Part of the game and part of the challenge. Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's part of what we're doing here. So, yeah. Okay, guys, have a good one.